Hi there, spiritual friends. I want to talk to you a little bit today about flying an airplane because this is something that I was essentially called to do. And I ended up getting my private pilot certificate. It took me a while, but my spirit guides actually told me that I would become more multidimensional if I learned how to fly. And I definitely understand that now that I've come out the other side of that. But I just want to share a little bit with you today in landings, right? Because today I practiced my landings. And sometimes when we're manifesting, we don't realize how we might get tripped up, okay? So I want to compare landing an airplane with your manifestations, right? That's why when people say like, oh, she landed her first sale, right? We're talking about very similar language, right? We're landing it, we're nailing it, right? That's what we're looking for. So here's what happened. My first landing, I overshot the final turn, okay? So sometimes when you're turning from base to final towards the runway, you can turn a little late. And then you have to course correct and you have to come back in towards the runway. So how does this happen in our lives, right? If we're trying to manifest something, sometimes we overshoot our target, right? And so we think, oh man, I really thought I was gonna get that lottery win, but it didn't happen, okay? So sometimes we have to take our energy up in increments. Okay, so that's the lesson from my first landing. And so if you want to shoot for the lottery win, but you're very poor, the vibrational difference is too big. Okay, so you need to bring it back down. And so then aim for something a little bit more manageable or something that you know you can achieve. Okay, so instead of $1 million or $10 million, you know, and you only make say 30,000 a year, maybe we can start a little bit higher, but something that is going to be more in alignment with your vibration of where it's at. Okay, so my second landing was a little off center. When I got to the runway, I had a little bit of a crosswind. And when you have a crosswind, you have to do what's called a crosswind correction. So you have to turn your ailerons in the direction of the wind. And then you do your opposite rudder. Okay, so I didn't do enough of my opposite rudder, right? So I'm coming in and I'm like, oh, I'm doing my correction, but I didn't complete that, okay? So I ended up doing a go around, all right? And so what I learned from this landing is that sometimes it's okay if you're not lined up properly. What do? You just go around. Okay, so if you are shooting for something in your life and you really want it really bad, but you're not energetically in alignment with it, then you need to just take a step back and relax and then reconfigure yourself so that you can get into alignment. Okay, so my third landing, after I did that go around, okay, I came to my third landing and my approach was good. I didn't overshoot the runway. I knew I was turning right on that center line and I was coming in at the proper speed. I was coming in with the proper wind correction and I was coming in just right on my glide slope. And I ended up having, by my third try, I had a really beautiful landing. So this is to remind you that you should never give up, okay? So if you overshoot your target and you aim too high or, you know, you're just totally out of alignment, it's okay. Keep going, you know, don't give up, because it's when you give up that you just are not going to achieve what you want, right? And you have to continue to take action. So that was the key too, right? I didn't just stop and say, oh, well, I guess I didn't do those 2 landings right. I guess I better just stop. No, I kept going. And when you line right up on that center line and you've got everything just right, you can have a beautiful landing and you can land that intention that you're looking for. So let me know in the comments what you think about this, and if you have any questions about flying. I'm happy to answer those as well, but really what I like to help people with is manifesting their dream life of abundance and miracles, and I offer some free training around that. And you can just go over to ascension17.com, or you can just click on the link in my bio to get started. So thank you so much, and I'd also appreciate a follow and like if you found this video helpful. So until next time, I wish you a beautiful day.